Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
I'm going to just do a quick run through of how I harvest my different supplies for the embellishments and stuff that I'm making for this series. So I use a regular carton. This is a water jug. Let me take that off real quick. You can keep it or take it off. I'll finish taking it off later. And then I use a can of Coke. So for either of these, you're going to need some scissors. And I like to puncture the can first. And then this is pretty straightforward. There is some water in it. As you can see, it's pretty easy to cut, and you just want to get wipe it out. You could do this with a milk carton too. I usually cut off these spines. And I try to cut the plastic where there's no exaggerated curve. So you see how that bend is? I will go on this side of that so I can just get this as smooth plastic as possible. So you'll end up with usually a nice size piece like that. And the plastic is pliable, so if you get a little bit of a curve, you can always soften it out. So a couple of pieces like that. And I usually like to take these side edges and it'll usually end up being a piece looking like that. Again, you can always work on the edge. Similarly with the can, I'll try to use some scissors to start with that are kind of not my favorite. If you have any pop or anything, you want to rinse it out. Sorry if my fan and stuff is loud. It's really hot today, so it's a necessity. Just make sure that it's clean. Let's put that in there and dry. Now be careful with these aluminum edges because obviously they are sharp. will usually take that piece off. I'll do that later. And then you just want to get all those sharp edges off. So you have something like that. And that is the raw material that I will be working with. Alright, that's a quick and easy way to harvest natural upcycled products for your projects. Bye. For the mini license plates, what you want to do is take your ruler and mark whatever size you want the license plate to be on the can, and I use this as a scoring tool to mark the lines. As you can see here, mine is going to be 3 by 1.5. So 1.5 inches by 3 inches, and so I mark with this. It leaves a nice line, and then you just will fold the can. When you fold it on the crease lines, it'll automatically break. Which minimizes you having to deal with a lot of equipment to manage this metal. Now this is a throwaway piece because it's too small for what we need, but you can use it for something else. I'm just going to throw it away. So you usually have about 4 pieces. So as you can see, the pieces are all curved. So you want to start getting that curve out. For that I use one of my big paint brushes. And I do them all together. Now, as you can see, that pretty much took the bend out. So once you do that, you're going to find some images online that you like. I found some small license plate things that had some cute words. You just want to make sure you reverse the lettering so you can do it backwards. You want the lettering to read backwards. Okay. So you can see this is too big, so I need to cut these down again. You want to be careful because it is metal. Okay. I take some masking tape. Now, whatever phrase you want to put it on the back side of the can that has the coloring. So that's what it should look like. This is the side we want. This is what this should look like. Now you're going to need, let me put this away. You'll need a ball tool, a small one. this out of the way. And you'll need some hard styrofoam. This is really hard styrofoam that like you can press into it, and it really, I've done a bunch of them and it's barely even dented. So you put you down a little bit. You need some hard styrofoam, and or a hard you know, one of those flower shaping things. I think that'll work too. You take your ball stylus tool and you just start scraping. Not too hard. You're not trying to put a hole through the metal. You just want to get a good 3D impression. Oh, you can't see that one, but you can see it's starting to show through. And you want to do that with all your letters. You want to go through it a lot of times, but you don't want to damage the metal. So as you can see, and don't worry, you don't have to be perfect. The metal will curl up on you. That's okay. And take your time. I'm sort of rushing, but you don't have to rush. I'll come back when I finish doing all of this. Once you have your word scraped in on the back side, you want to come in and reinforce it on the front side. So just take your ball stylus. I don't know if you guys can see this or how well. Change my lighting, I guess. And you'll just let the tool go around the word naturally. Like, don't try to force it. There's a natural, almost sort of like vacuum around the letter. See what I'm doing? Now you see how the word is emerging. I'm not trying to force anything. I'm just letting the tool find its own way. Yeah, you see how that it made it pop right out, and then I just reshape, make sure it's not too bent or anything like that. And I've already did my other one, so now we can move the foam board out of the way. If you have a corner chomper, I use mine on the 1/4 inch side. I'm just going to chomp the corners. That's just going to give it a decorative edge. Watch out for all your little metal scrapings, and I'll be right back. Okay, now my setup is a little bit different. Sorry, I was cooking something. I had to go check on it. But I'm back now. I got an assortment of paints out. I'm not sure exactly what colors I'm going to do these, but just have all your stuff out ready. You got some paper towel, my paintbrush, my distress ink, and my water off to the side here. So I'm just going to paint. Hopefully I could do this while, sorry, hitting my lighting and everything. Can't wait to be able to get like some overhead lighting and all that kind of stuff, so you won't see it, like the shadows and stuff that change all the time. But right now I just have like two little clamp lights. But I'm going to start painting these, and I think for this one maybe I'll do purple. The great thing about these is they take very little paint, so you just put a base coat. If I am not talking, yeah, it's because I'm doing this, concentrating. So just watch. Don't be upset if I don't say a lot of words. And then for this base, I actually think I might try to do a white base. This is parchment. Close that up. Let's see how that turns out. And between painting coats, of course, you want to let every layer dry before you go with the next layer. So the thing with plaid paints is some paints will have more depth and more saturation than others. This parchment seems to be pretty thick, whereas some of the other paints can seem pretty translucent and loose, and you may need several coats. Now this, of course, is dirty water, because I've been painting a lot of things, so don't worry about that. It's still water. It still works. And if it gets too murky for your liking, then just change it. So, and then give that a minute to dry. And then when you come in, you can come in with any colors that you want. I'm going to tear off a little piece of napkin and make myself a superficial dauber. Now, use small amounts of paint and just start to dab all over. You know what, I'm going to get a piece of waste paper. Just because this does get messy. Again, if my voice sounds funny or anything like that, I do have my fan on. It's quite humid and hot, so yeah, I'm not going to turn the fan off. So you can see it's getting kind of like, you want that variegated sort of rust color effect. I'm going to try this purple. The purple, I'm just going to dip it in the same one, just because they're both purple. Not being particular or anything. So you can see how that's coming along. I think I'm going to have to get a different piece. A little bit bigger piece. And then here you can play however you want. You can mix and match whatever colors you want to put on here. So let's see. Maybe I'll do a little... Do I want sherbet? Maybe I'll try a little sherbet. And you're just putting little, just little sort of dabs of color to make it look like different color type rust or something, or aging. You can go with as many or as few colors as you like. I think I might try a little orange. I don't know why I want that. So there we go on that one. I think that's okay. Should I try a little pink? Mine's telling me do a little pop of pink. A little pink pop. Not sure. I just... Okay, I think I'm going to leave that one like that, leave that to dry. And with the white one, I think I'm just going to go just plain. So I hope I was recording that. If not, well, you'll see me do the white one. So you just, again, you just want to get all your different colors that you want to use. This one I think I just want to use like sort of rusty browns or something. And you don't have to put it all over everywhere. Let me use some of this chocolate. And whenever you need to change your paper towel situation, just go ahead and twist it and do something different. Okay, I think that is cool for that. And I think for the last thing, I think I might try some metallics on this one. I haven't tried any metallics on anything. So try a little bit of this bronze. Just a little bit, just to see what if we can lend anything to it. Kind of got to be careful with the bronze. It's a very heavy paint. And I'm going to try one more metallic because I'm just feeling like I'm going to try the metallics. And try just a little bit of this blue. So switch that around. Okay, so we have our two bases, and you can make them as rusty or as not rusty as you want, or as colorful as or as uncolorful as you want. So once you have that, you make sure that's dry, and then you choose your main color that you want to use for highlighting the words. So I think for this, I think I'm going to use black. So I'm going to get this out of my way because I don't want to knock anything over, and then I'll come back. Okay, so what I did in the meantime, turn my camera off a little bit. What I did was I made a little wash of black, very light wash of black, to put it around the letters, almost kind of like shadowing. That helps bring out the lettering a little bit more. So I'm going to try to be able, I'm going to see if I can paint this on camera. If not, I'll paint it and come back. So you just want to follow the outline. You don't want to paint the whole thing. It's supposed to look like raised lettering. So you just want to paint it. And I think I'll paint these and then come back. Okay. Now this is what it looks like after it's been painted. And usually I'll paint the name of some state. Here I put the country, London, on one of them. You can put whatever you want, whatever makes you happy. So that's how I look. I think they came out really nice. And the final thing that I do is edge them. So I want them to have a distressed vintage sort of look. So I'm using walnut distress ink. But you can use whatever color you think will make yours look whatever way you want them to look. Or you don't have to put any edging, distressing at all on yours. I just think it makes it look better. It's more like a rusty license plate. So there. I think they look really cute. And I made another one before. You can make your own cute little packaging. And there you go. You have a set of really cute license plate embellishments for your crafts or to give away as a rack. And then you can make it say whatever you want within reason, depending on the size. And I also did this set. So this set has my name, Pia, Chicago, Illinois, and then this one says Sassy, and this one says 2020 Chi-Town. So I think these are really super cute. Let me know what you think of these, and if you make some, I hope you share. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.